All right, so we just watched this informative video by the YouTube masters, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, the older Paul brother with the prime video guy, the prime Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, yeah, Logan Paul. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. Fuck this part. Okay, we're back. What's up? It's Saturday. We're not watching cartoons. We were studying videos on YouTube on how to be the best YouTuber and what not to do. It was a video with legendary brother Paul's, the older one, Logan, I think, and his podcast, Impulsive. And he's got this like crackhead friend next to him who just won't stop talking and interrupting everybody else. It's just kind of a faux pas when you're podcasting. Listen to the guest and shut up as the host. That's why on my podcast, there is no guest. I am the guest. So, because no one wants to be on the show yet. The show doesn't exist yet. It only exists in my mind. It's coming soon. Once I get a computer, so when you guys type in, "We like you so much, Mark," and the views rise up and then monetization comes and then I can afford a computer, boom, podcast. Till then, back to this show. This is fucking nonsense. Point is, Logan Paul and Casey Neistat were having a discussion about how to's, not to's, YouTubes. And their advice was, number one, like, why are you doing YouTube? Do something else. Which I can adhere to that. Because in the acting world, I've been an actor for 25 years, and in the film business, I'm writing scripts and stuff. And when someone says, "I want to be an actor, I'm a new actor, I'm going to join your acting class," I always tell them, "No, you suck. Get out of here. With that face, good luck. With that voice, good luck." You know, like, I'm ruthless to new actors. I burn them away so they never come back. They should be scared of being an actor. It's the worst choice you're ever going to make. Is being an actor. The second worst choice is being an artist. Terrible choice. Don't do it. The third worst choice, a writer, a filmmaker, a YouTuber, a rock star, a rapper, a DJ. Go get a regular fucking job. Be someone normal. Sell insurance. Be a lawyer. Be a doctor. Drive a cab if you like driving cars. Don't try and be a rock star, racetrack driver. Something normal that has consistency, that you will work and make $30,000 to $150,000 a year. Don't try and reach above, and don't try and live below. Because if you're going to be below, oh, who's down here? Those are all the actors and artists and rock stars I was telling you about. Forget them. So, back to the regular world. My advice is, based upon Casey Neistat and Logan Paul and the geniuses of YouTube, they said, don't YouTube. Unless your question is why? Why do you want to YouTube? And they say, how many videos have you made? Hey, I'm a new YouTuber. Can I? What do you think I should do? I say, how many videos have you made? I've not made any yet. Then don't make any. Go do something else. Hey guys, I made 395 this year. Oh shit. Okay, you should do YouTube. That's me. I have an affinity for making films. I've been making them for, the first movie I made was in like grade 6 or something. I mean, I've been making movies for 35 years. There wasn't even access to cameras. I still was trying to make movies. From the age of 6, I was like, I gotta make movies. I gotta make stories. I gotta do acts and plays and stuff because I'm mental.
I'm crazy!
I must escape reality and live in this imaginary world. The point was, don't do YouTube unless you have a big why. And your why better be you love making videos and you have affinity for making videos. And for me, that's really the only skill I have. When I go look for a regular job in the regular world, I am turned down 1,000 times. I've applied for a job in the past, let's say, a handful of years. I've applied for literally 1,000 jobs. I've only gotten one job interview. Actually, I've had 2 job interviews, but one that I went to the interview, it was a group interview, and they hired everybody but me, including, no offense, but including the person that needed a handler. They needed their mother there to handle them because they were not, they had some sort of learning disability. So they hired everybody but me at this job. And it was to be an actor at the fair where you're like scaring people. Like, it was a temporary job, but I didn't get it. Weird. Second job I applied for was a bike delivery guy, something silly and so it was a temporary, only a 2-month job anyways, so it got passed on that. But out of the other 998 jobs I've applied for, everything, including, oh, I'll be your outdoor wearsman body model. We need someone who's 5'10", my size, my weight, everything perfectly, except that my thighs were either too small or too big. I think my thighs were slightly too small. And my legs are kind of big right now. So they wanted a weird proportioned body. 5'10", 175, with really fat thighs, I think. So because of it was a half inch, by the way. Because of a half inch on my thighs, I did not get the job. It's a kooky world. Don't join the artist world of, this is the wrong choice. What I'm saying, and this is the vlog today, I'm not going to give you other images. So if you think I'm going to take you around the city and show you what I'm doing and do my workout and make more videos behind camera, I'm not doing it. This is all you're getting. Just me doing this. Hope you're excited by it. Blame the coffee. If you don't have a big why, and also, like, you also do it all the time already, and you already have a huge affinity, and it's the only skill you have, then it's good for you. And then on top of that, they say, don't expect anything, ever, and make sure you're gonna do it for at least 10 years before anybody will stop trolling you and hating you. Expect 5 years of nobody caring, and all that time everybody trolling you, and hating you, and laughing at you, and not with you. And then maybe after 10 years, maybe you might get some base level success. So I say it's like the film business, except you don't have to wait for casting agents and producers and directors and writers and everybody to say, hey, now you can try working for 2 minutes on a 1 minute audition. And after that 24-hour notice, come in today, due out tomorrow, your job is done. And if you're lucky, 1, 10, 5 times a year, depending, none sometimes, you'll book a part. And so you're working 1 to 10 or 25 days a year, depending on the capacity of that role. And, you know, in the past 8 or 9 years, there's been this problem with racism. We call it diversity and inclusion and equity. And what it really is we hate white people. We hate white people. White people. Especially white men. We don't want them. We got enough of them. We already got Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and De Niro, and all the other heroes that you've seen for the years. We don't want any more white men. We want to color them around so the producers and studios seem so diverse and inclusive. Well, really, it's just a couple other white men back here collecting all the money, pretending that they're not wearing blackface. It's racism. Hollywood is founded upon it. So, woe is me if you're a casting director and you don't like what I have to say right now. You're not watching my video. If you're watching it 8 years from now, maybe you're going to be like, wow, he's actually kind of cool. He's been doing it for 10 years. We accept this guy. So, I reject that. The movie business is rigged. Can't let that be my only source of livelihood. So I've diversified to create stuff for YouTube. And I've been told for 15 years, you should be on YouTube. You should be on YouTube. I said, nah, that's for street people on the street. That's for like dumb pranks on the street and people crying to their camera all the time. I'm not gonna do that. Dreams and hearts and humility and character and everything was broken. And now I'm down here and I'm nothing. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm better breathe some air because if I don't do YouTube now, I'm just gonna die a nobody. So better to try than die a nobody. Better to try and be a failure than never try at all. Better to have your heart broken than never to know love. Better to at least walk into the arena than just sit in the audience. Here we are. We're walking into the arena. And we've been walking in with 392 videos this year. And people say, oh, well, why are you vlogging not? They don't actually say that. I ask myself, why am I vlogging? And it's like, to be honest, I am the master vlogger. I remember before there was reverse-facing cameras, before there was that option, I took a video camera and filmed myself for nearly 10 years, documenting. I didn't have another subject, so I documented myself. Filmed and only made trailers of. It was called Document Me. I showed it to people just around the time that my sister died, and some people at a party were like, so half them were divided. Half them said, this is outrageous, you're brilliant, I love this poetry and art and what it was is amazing. Other half says, I don't know what this is, but I want you to leave this party, I hate you. It's really divisive. I guess it was ahead of the times. Didn't post that video. I did not finish editing that video. After my sister died, I got a little depressed and I couldn't then look at my old life. I could not sit at a computer and edit 10 years of my life. In retrospect, I just couldn't do it. So it's sitting in the storage banks. It's sitting in a 12 terabyte hard drive on the counter with no computer to access it. Someday I'll buy myself a computer and then I'll sit down and I'll hire an editor to do this job for me because I don't want to look at myself from that long ago. No, thank you. Point was, Casey Neistat, Logan Paul said, have your why. It better be because you love making videos. You better have already been making lots of videos. You better be the only skill you have, and you better have patience to last 10 years. Hopefully, fast forward and not make it 10 years. 2 years. We already did one. One more to go. Have a great day.